How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Stardew Valley here on Fantasy Farms. Spirits are happy today. Weather is looking like sun tomorrow in both locations, but it should theoretically be rainy on the island. And we've got fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Here's a healthy and delicious treat to brighten up your day. The most important thing to remember is that you need ripe fruit. Forget that bland stuff they sell at the supermarket. I'm talking fresh-picked, juicy, bursting with flavor fruit. Okay, now watch closely. Let's go ahead and grab our buffs for the day. Infinite energy, +1 from ore. Those are both nice. I'll gladly take those. Stuff is starting to mature and get into the silver star territory, which is good as well. And ooh, yes, Mystic Syrup. Good timing on that. I was just about to talk about that. But first, let's go ahead and take care of our routine before we go over what we are going to do for the day. So I will see you guys momentarily. Alright, we are back, and I'm going to sell a little bit more than normal. I did just put one of these truffles into the truffle maker down here. Excuse me, that's not what I was trying to do. So I'm going to sell the truffle, the milks that I've got. Some of them I put into the cheese maker, the wool, the dried oranges, and then, of course, any non-basic quality crops. I am going to keep the beet and the eggplant, though. So those are going to go into storage, so let's put those in here. Next, I mentioned the Mystic Syrup. This is one of the things I want to bring to hopefully help get the remaining fossils, or whatever you want to call them, that we are missing. Because if you remember from a previous episode, I used this right here, the treasure totem, with some hardwood and moss. So I am hoping that with a little bit of luck, and I'm actually going to bring a second one just in case, because we are, making multiple of these. I'm going to hope that that will be enough to, at the very least, get us one of the treasure totems. The other one we can't get by doing this, but with the snake in particular, we should be able to hopefully get the spines necessary with these in order to make that happen. So, fingers crossed on that. Over here, I do want to bring some specific gemstones, one of each because it is raining on the island. I want to bring one amethyst, one aquamarine, one emerald, one ruby, and one topaz. And the reason for this is, theoretically, if we are lucky, and I'm hoping we are, because it is a rainy day, one of the birds will be in one of the quadrants, and if they are in one of the two quadrants that we need, either the north or the west, then we can just use these and guess our way into the correct answer. So, that's what I'm hoping for, fingers crossed on that. Before anything else, I want to check in with the raccoons, and I want to check in with the traveling merchant, and then we'll go and get the mystery box / golden coconuts taken care of as well. And once that is all said and done, I think we should be good to go and head back to the island. I don't really need the warp totem unless I'm inside the volcano, but I do plan on doing some volcano work today, as that's kind of one of the few things we've got left to do. I haven't fully crossed out stuff on my notes as I did record these back to back, but I was kind of just looking at like, oh hey, this is what's left, and yeah, there's not a lot. So we're nearly there. There's one other thing I want to grab before we go. Straw floor, that's kind of interesting looking, but we can just make that. Not really feeling any of this stuff, not even the aesthetic things, so I think we will have to take a pass on that, unfortunately. Today is Sunday, so Leo should still be on the island in full today. So for that reason, I do want to make sure I've got a duck feather given to him, but we do have those on the island. I don't believe we need anything else unless I've got empty tiles, which I actually should. Open tilled soil 29. Yes, I want to get that done too, because the beets were ones that you actually pull out of the ground, and so as a result, we can swap those out for some mixed flower seeds. Get some of those going. And maybe we'll potentially have one of our pigs dig up a truffle while we're out here. There feels like there should have been more, because it said, like, 29. So shouldn't I have 21 left over? That's not a spot. Oh, here's one. I don't know how I missed that. It's close enough. We're not looking for... I mean, we are looking for perfection, but not in that sense. So it's not that big a deal. Toss those away. And away we will go into town. We'll grab more of these. Since we're going to have to come back with our stuff, whether we get the fruit trees that I'm hoping for or not, we will be coming back with things. Alright. Some life elixirs. Come on, you can... Come on, Clint. Show me something good here. Show me something good. Big bucks, no whammies. That's not bad, but that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. There we go. And that's, of the two, that would be the one I would want more of, is the banana sapling. So that works out. We can get that planted and get that started. So there are two places you can grow the banana and mango trees. One is your greenhouse, because that works for any season, and two is on the island. This will only work, as I think it will say. Yeah, you can, oh, no, it is. It is a summer one. Or you can get it year-round and plant it on Ginger Island, and again, your greenhouse. So, obviously I'm going to be putting it in the greenhouse, because that will be easier to keep track of. I don't even know where to put the life elixirs, I'm not going to lie. I think I might just hold on to those myself. And if I can use them, then I will. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and get a few more iridium bars started, because I'm about to use some up, because I think it is high time that we also get the greenhouse fully covered on the front of the sprinklers. Might as well just get it done right now. So I'll put those back up. This can go here. Oak resin can go there. Everything else I am basically holding on to for the time being. So to plant and use these. Not the life elixir. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. Let's get this little extra bit of business knocked out. This is the other reason why, too, is because, as you can see, like, I cleared out some stuff, and I'm going to take the last of this corn and get rid of it, too. But, yeah, we're basically out of space now in terms of getting those done. So, what I am going to do is I'm actually going to plant the last two, sprinklers. I'm going to plant them here and here, because you actually don't have to plant them on the soil itself. So this will give us two extra pieces to work with. Obviously, we've got to water those, if the game would be so kind. Thank you. We'll still have to water them the first day, same as everything else, but now that's taken care of. Do I have any speed grow? No, but that is okay. So I'm going to put those there. We'll get another one of these going. And as for where I'm going to put the banana sapling, I think we'll just put that here. I think that'll work just as well. And then I'll probably put a mango one somewhere over here. I'm not going to wait too much longer for these, but here we go. So yeah, very soon, these will all be ancient fruits. I'm going to keep the coffee beans for a little while longer. They'll be the last thing that I destroy. As you can clearly tell, those are the only things I've been keeping alive. But yeah, eventually they will potentially have to go as well. Or at the very least, they'll be moved to the island, which is the more likely thing, is I'll probably put some on the island instead. In fact, potentially... I think I'm actually going to do that right now. We'll just go ahead and get a head start on it, I think. Might as well. We're heading there anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I was about to say we need to go give Leo the duck feather, but we're heading down. I keep thinking he's in town for some reason today, and he's not. He's only in town on certain days, and I checked for Sunday and Monday, and he's actually on the island for both of those days, so he won't be here on either day. His schedule's a lot harder to navigate during or after you've seen his 6-heart event, because before he's just always on the island, and now it actually not only is he on the island or sometimes here, but it also varies by season, whereas it didn't before. All right, I'm hoping for a little bit of luck here with the correct direction in terms of where we'll find this next gem bird. Let's go ahead and do this right now. It won't take that much time. Okay, yeah, we don't have anything else to plant, so that's perfect. I don't even remember which was which in terms of which gave the mango and which gave the the banana tree. Oh, hey, there we go. Snake vertebra. There's one of them. We do still need another. There's a couple ways to get it, but the highest % chance is actually the artifact spots via the west side of the island. So that's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, I'm going to have to bring the seed maker over here. But you can see 330 for these, and they regrow. So yeah, like clearly 990 for 2 that are gold star. So they're clearly pretty good. I'm going to sell one of the gold star ones, A, because it's worth the most, and B, we do want to get that on our collection screen. I'm going to leave the rest of them in there for now, though. Yeah, I'll poke around a little bit more. Oh, right. Also, the tarot is starting to be ready as well. So, there we go. We could just check here. So that's 26. That's a quarter of the way there. I am going to sell them all because we have to ship them all. So, that's okay. That will still add to our collection, so we are still getting something else out of that, too. I think, yeah, actually, I am going to go ahead and use an artifact, or a treasure totem here. And with any luck, there is a 22.5% chance for each of these to drop a vertebra. So yeah, as you can see, pretty good odds you're going to get it from that. So yeah, these totems can definitely come in handy on the island for sure if you do so need. So that gives us 5, 20 Omni Geodes, some more Tarot, which is good. I can replant that immediately. So I will not say no to that by any stretch. Might need that. I'll throw the mixed seeds in there, why not? Artifact Trove, I guess I'll hang on to that for now. Same with the mystery box, same with the gold coconuts. I don't need the snake skull, I'll hang on to the bones. I only need 2 of those, and if I do need a third by some miracle, I can always come back and grab that. Ah, good. You're in the west, and you have provided a ruby. Everyone's favorite boss. Might be our boss that goes by Ruby. Not their full name, but not their full username anyway. But yeah, every time I see Ruby, that's what I think of. Hopefully they are doing well. So with that, oh right, Leo, I was gonna go get you a thing too. Let me go back and grab that. So with that, we can solve the Gembird puzzle by sort of guessing our way to the correct answer here. Let's give Leo this duck feather first, though. Come back! We're actually heading that way anyway, it's fine. You know, Stardew Valley might be my new home, but the new island will always be my home, too. It's nice to be able to come back and visit. Yeah. Alright, so which one was which? Oh, good, the mango one was the mussels. That's good. That will actually make that a lot easier. Alright, let's do the Gembird puzzle next. And after that, there really won't be much reason to come over here other than putting the banana on this altar. You can check with the bird up there to get like small hints towards things. However, he actually doesn't give you hints for everything. There are a few that he misses. So, let's just swap spots here. So we can kind of just check on each of these and see what the right answer is. So it's not that. There you go. You get the idea. Pretty simple. You do have to sacrifice the gems themselves, but at this point, that's really not that much of a sacrifice, let's be honest. It's not that big a deal. I probably will drop the gems and the coconut and even the cinder shards off for now, because we're actually going to be spending a fair bit of time, if you can believe it, at the dig site of all places is where we're going to be also working. You are going to want your pan for this, and also your fishing rod. You're going to want both, actually. So let's drop all that off, so we've got some additional space to work with here. I'm even going to drop these, too. I don't need them right now. Yeah, that should be fine. This is stuff of, like, I would definitely want to bring this back. I'm not even going to worry about the bombs, for that matter. These are things I definitely don't want to forget, so if I work back, then I don't screw myself. Let's see. Let's swap some stuff around here for what we're actually going to be using. And there we go. On to our next merry adventure. So this is going to be for going for the other parts of the large animal. Again, for the, oh, what do they call it? The dig site. Not the dig site. I'm just going to call it the museum. It's the island office something, but yeah. For here. So we're going to donate both of those. That's now done. And because this is a bigger one, of course, you get more golden wallets. Ooh, and we get a mango sapling. Yes. Excellent. I will gladly hang on to that. So all we've got left is these two pieces right here, and then we're done. So that is what we are hoping to pick up today. There is a 20% chance when panning specifically in the dig site that you will be able to find those pieces. And I'll check to make double sure once we've cleared out this section here. I'll double check to make sure they can't be found anywhere else, but I believe those are the only spots that can be found, is specifically by panning at the dig site location, which is a bit annoying, but what are you going to do, right? So let's clear all this junk out first that we simply do not need. I'm actually going to get rid of even the precursors to the trees, if you can believe it. So I don't have any real use for these. Anything in the mushroom cave? Yeah, there's a couple purple ones in here. I'll take these. 1,500 for 3 of them. That's not bad. Yeah, alright. I am going to quickly double check and see if there is any other way to collect those. And if there's not, then I guess we'll fish here for a while and we'll see what comes up. Okay, we are back. Okay, I have a bit of an addendum to make to this. One of these things we can get by fishing. It's actually 2 different pieces. I thought they were both the same piece. One is a spine and one is a tail. One of these can be obtained by fishing in the river, and there's a small chance to collect one. One of these is gotten by panning in the river, so we actually need to do both. I was wondering why. I was like, am I sure I need the fishing rod? That doesn't sound quite right, but yeah, that actually is correct. So yeah, kind of just find a spot where you can see the most amount of river fish here for, like, you know, a couple casts. Then just double check along the river line to make sure that you're not missing a panning spot, and then just rinse, lather, repeat till you get both of them. If you get the panning one first, you obviously don't need to look. If you got the fishing one, you might as well keep fishing to try and, you know, grab more things, but yeah, just do a quick little sweep. Kind of wherever you want to stand, really. There's not a phenomenal spot, but, you know, wherever you can will do just fine. So yeah, there's a 10% chance to catch it, the one you're looking for, via the fishing. There's a 20% chance to pan the correct item via fishing. I don't know if that increases with the higher pans, i.e. not starting with a copper one, but it couldn't hurt, so you might as well give it a try. So yeah, with any luck, we're gonna hopefully get both of these. I don't think, and I'm not completely certain, it's from like a treasure chest like this while fishing, but you might as well grab them if you can. This is just deluxe bait. I'll swap that out for now since it is higher quality or faster biting. Yeah, we're gonna get a fishing day. It seems weird to, like, of all the last things that we might potentially be fishing for other than just money is not even fish. It's not even the fossil of a fish, either. It's a tail of a big animal and the spine of a big animal. I might warp back a tiny bit earlier, too, to get that mango tree planted, because the sooner that gets started, the better. Because we'll need one for the collection screen, if nothing else. We'll need them to, oops. We will also need them to start... Nothing yet. We'll also need them to start making some of the recipes, because we know at least one that we picked up semi-recently will need it. I think once midnight hits, I'll probably check again for panning spots, and then at 1, I'll check one more time, maybe do one more cast, and then we'll work back. Another pearl. We'll take that. Come on, a little bit of luck here. A little bit of good luck, rather, would be very handy. Hey, there we go. There's the fossilized spine. All right. That's a good start. I'm going to go quickly drop that off now. And forever hold my peace. I'm just going to sell those, probably. But they're there. They're available. So we'll donate this. And that leaves only one more piece, and his collection will be done. And if we get lucky at the last second here, it might even turn up. I don't know if the panning spot can potentially appear up here either, but hopefully that wouldn't happen. This does give you a, I think it said it had an increased chance to, like, be able to reach farther with it when we first upgraded it, though. Could be wrong about that. I don't know if the panning spot is also affected by the rain. I'm going to assume probably not. I can't really imagine why it would be. So yeah, next time we just have free time, I'll mostly just be fishing here, because this is kind of just it'd be boring to watch me walk up and down over and over, basically. So that might be one of the last things that we do. I'd rather be mining in the volcano. At least something is happening there, you know? Alright. Now time to figure out what we are keeping and what we are selling. That. These can all go. No, not those. Those don't. Oh, they sell for a gold each. Whatever. Whoop-de-doo. Still a bait attached to that. This is I have. Okay, so I'm bringing both of the or all these back to the island. That's trash. You don't have any mail. That's nice. I'm trying to drink coffee, so I have enough time to get over there before the day's end. Yeah, I know I'm not able to grow it right there. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to get back in time, I don't think. I wonder. Out of curiosity. I am asleep inside of a house, and technically you can actually put a bed inside of your barn, if you can believe it or not. Anything that is on your farm that is like an indoor thing like this, you can put a bed and sleep in there. It's weird, but you can, so that might actually stop the penalty as well. And if it does that, I'd consider that a win. It's just going to be weird that I'm going to, yeah, wake up in a different bed. Booksellers in town, not that that matters. Spirits are in good humor today. Weather is looking rainy for tomorrow, which is weird now that I don't need it anymore. Now it appears. I'd rather have the coal. Blessing of luck. That's good. That could come in handy for finding those secret notes that we're missing. Oh, that's not good. Oh, no, never mind. Delta, here's a food from my home that me and my family enjoy. Hope you like it. Leo, P.S. Will you help me write this? New cooking recipe, mango sticky rice. That was what we needed the mango for. You were unconscious and someone was searching your pockets inside of your barn on your property. What the heck, man? Who was doing that? Who was the jackass? Alright, so from here, first thing is first, we do need to do the routine. Let me put some stuff away here, though. Oh, good, it already undid that. I want to put this in here. Let me rotate my items around a little bit, so this is more what I'm used to. So this is stuff I'm taking to the island. This is stuff I need to break open. I would like a warp totem back, since we are probably going to be heading into the mines today. But first thing is first, I'm going to do routine, and I will see you guys when that is done. Alright, we are back. So this is what I'm selling, as usual, with the coffee beans, anything that's or that is higher than normal quality. Same thing with the cranberries. With the corn, I'm going to sell all of it, actually. Some common mushrooms that I just found that were on the left side of the farm, so I'm selling those. The dried stuff, the mayo. I'm going to sell the large milk just because I want a little bit of an extra boost. Common mushrooms, the amaranth of the normal quality I've already put up. I've put up all the normal quality stuff already. Duck feather, cloth, and then the cheese as well. And that is what we've got. But it's not the only thing we've got, because one other thing we also have is we have down here, our wine is ready. So because of that, I would normally say starfruit, but as a result of not really having a lot of those, we could do the strawberries, but I don't feel like the strawberries are going to give a lot. So I'm not sure, admittedly, what I'm leaning towards. We might just go ahead and do the blueberry again, because we've got so many of them. But yeah, I do need to seriously consider getting more starfruits from Sandy. I think I will actually do that. I think I'm going to switch over to, I think I'll probably do like half and half here, where this will all be blueberry wine, but I'm going to swing by Sandy's, grab a bunch of starfruit, and if we've got leftovers, then we've got leftovers. It's not a big deal. I'll go ahead and drop that in there too. Yeah, a little bit of a difference of literally 28 of these is 6k. 6 of these is worth almost 19k, despite having less than a quarter of them. So the starfruit clearly are better. Now, they're more expensive, sure, when you bought them. They're 400 each. But yeah, the payout is way, way better. So yeah, I do need to head to Sandy's and take care of that as well. So we are going to do that. We're also, if we've got any casks left over, which it does not look like we do, we're actually full on that. I think because of that, I'm only going to keep the starfruit wine to mature. I think that's perfectly fine. We have more than enough time because those still have to go through 2 more qualities before they're ready to be sold. The rest of these, I'm just going to go ahead and sell normally, I believe. So first things first, I do want to get the geodes, or the golden coconuts, the artifacts. I want all that out of my inventory. I just don't need it there. I don't want it there, so we're going to clear that up first, as that will be the easiest thing to quickly take care of. So let's do just that. Plus, the mystery boxes are always more exciting, because you never know what you're going to get. You might find weird stuff like chocolate cake in there. I'll take more of those, sure. Don't have a need for that anymore, so it's getting sold, but it's worth a decent amount. I have no need for that. That's an arrowhead, I guess that's fine. These are, yeah, quite literally artifacts, fittingly enough. Yeah, none of those too terribly useful. Alright. They're out of my inventory, and that's the important thing, or they will be very, very soon. And then I'll quickly swing by Sandy's and figure out what to do from there. Alright. These need to go. I'll hang on to the chocolate cake, because that actually isn't a pretty decent energy item, so I do want to hang on to that. Also, I can put this in there. I'll move the quality fertilizer over here for the time being. That can also go in there, of course. Yeah, I think just the starfruit seeds for now. I'm trying to think if I want to, like, get speed grow or anything like that for them. Oak resin bone fragment. Yeah, I've got a fair few of oak resin. Do I have any bone fragments? Did I take them all with me? I have some. How many did it take per 5? Okay, so I can make 3. Well, no, that'd be 15. Nah, I really... Make a decision. We've got some on the island, so I can make it on the island. So, yeah, we'll take these with us. Blackberry season's not fully around yet, but it will be soon. I think I'll quickly check around for those, but only after I've done the trip to Sandy's to buy more starfruit, as that is more of a time crunch than searching around. I could still grab coconuts for golden coconuts, but with the mango and banana trees now in our possession, I don't really feel like I need to do that as much. It's not as big a deal anymore, so I don't think I'm going to worry about that. I think I will just leave it be. That's something I'll probably do off-screen, is I'll check and see what other rewards potentially we can get there, but for the time being, I'm not going to worry about it. That should be fine. I'm not going to plant these all in one hit or anything like that, but, I mean, we'll need them at some point. The good news is I can take the high-quality ones if I really want and just toss them into a seed maker, and that is something I'm also going to do, is I'm going to make another seed maker for the island. So I'm going to grab the resources necessary for that, because I do believe we've got the recipe for that. There are probably still some recipes out there that I'm missing. In fact, I know for a fact there's one area we haven't gone to yet inside of the island that has some, but I don't think that is one of them. I do believe we have seed maker. Wood, coal, and gold bar. That's not too bad. We can do that pretty easily. Before I plant, well, I mean, we don't have to start for it anyway, but regardless of that, let me collect what I'm doing here before I forget. Seed maker. I'm actually going to make 2 of these, just to make it go by a little bit faster when need be. Okay, good, those just stack. Put those away and that away. We're not using them right now, so I am going to go ahead and use the kegs to make more coffee, because we've got plenty of coffee beans here, and if they're not being used for anything else, well then, like, why wouldn't we do this? Why is this not being done automatically? This should be being done automatically. Let me switch to, like, nothing. Yeah. Let's pick them all up first, and then we'll try doing that again. I don't know why it's not... Maybe it's because it's not something you always put in here, because it is a plant you can grow from the regular bean itself. But yeah, I do want these going. There we go. And those don't take it long at all to grow, so we'll have those pretty soon. Yeah, look at that. 34 of those. That's 6 digits worth right there, worth of number for starfruit wine. So yeah, these are a big, big money maker. So we'll put those in there for now. Yeah, 126,000 for 40. Only 40. That's it. Out of curiosity, if I took like 40 of these, so yeah, 8,000. And granted, that's not buying them. That's trying to sell them back. But still, I'm gonna put those in there. These will be for crafting, because those were for the speed grow. I don't think there's anything else I need to take, so for now, I do have the warp totem if I take too long exploring for more blackberries. Oh, hi. Guess I'll hang on to those for now. I can dump them off at the island chest. Yeah, I think we'll just check my farm very quickly, make a loop around the forest. I'm aware these aren't, like, the best healing items in the world, but they're pretty easy to come by and you can get multiples of them, so... I'm going to do a very quick run around. Once it hits 4, I'm basically going to make a beeline. If I'm not heading that way already, I'll make a beeline towards the beach. This is the other problem, is I'm not trying to get back on the horse. That's why I walked away from it. And yeah, of course the blackberry season, like the salmon berries, you've seen these before, they'll grow back in multiple days. There's always going to be a chance for more of these, so this will kind of be a case of, if we're not doing anything else, or we're not in a rush to do anything else, there is a very good chance I will go around and look for more of these, as I do need to restock. Excuse me, thank you. I think that's probably all I'm going to have time for. And yet, he goes back over there anyway, because he's an idiot. Also, you can pause time like this, where you just sit in the menu. That obviously only works in single player, but you can absolutely do it. Of just sit in the menu, wait for it all to gravitate towards you with whatever magnetization ability you've got. And then from there, you can collect them without having to sit there and wait. I'm not even going to try to get those. I think we're going to be running too low on time here, so I got to be fast. Thank you for not getting me stuck on the horse. I don't think Will even has to be here, but let's just call it a close shave anyway. So yeah, we'll drop these off first and foremost. That'll pay for the ticket, so at least we're good on that front. Alright. Those can go. First and foremost, at least a few of these should be done. Any other ones over here? Nope, doesn't look like it. So we'll get those going. So that's 34. Obviously the tarot takes precedence since that's an actual thing going on right now. Mixed seeds. And we'll get the starfruit going too. Though I did say I was going to make some speed grow out of that, so let's do that first. It looks like I bought way too many, but bear in mind a lot of this taro is almost done growing. And once it is done, then we'll just replace it with starfruit. So we're good on that front. And the other thing is we're not exactly limited on how much space we have. We still have plenty. This isn't the greenhouse where I just don't have enough space to do anything. I feel like that's probably a good limit for how much space I want it to take up. I still want to be able to walk through here. We'll try this much and see how much room that gives us. How many starfruits we've got left over. Alright, let's move these on up. Oh yeah, we can definitely plant more. Okay, let's go ahead and do that then. We can water them after. I'll just do... Oh, actually, we can't do it this direction. Let me just move this down. And perfect. All right. So we don't have sprinklers there. Actually need all of these, but I'm just kind of blocking this off so I'll have the mental note of like, oh hey, this was like part of your artifact trove thing. You didn't actually need to do any of that. So we'll just move all that away. And that should be plenty enough to remind me. There we go. Will I add more sprinklers to that? At some point, oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I want to use up as much of this as reasonably that I can. But for the time being, this is fine. And I don't really feel like we have time to go cave diving now, because that did take more time than I thought it would. I'll move these right here. I don't think there's anything I really need to use these with in conjunction. Well, that's not true. The pineapple, I can do that. Because I would like to make more of those. Like, it's basically going to be pineapple, starfruit, and maybe, probably not ancient fruit, but it'll be something else that's like a high quality one. Those will be the big ones that I want to grow here. Starfruit already feels kind of tropical anyway. Let's move our warp totems over here, and yeah, I think we'll just go to the fishing area. And with any luck, we might find the last piece of the puzzle. It would be really nice to be able to find the last piece of the puzzle, but I don't know if we will. We do have the +1 luck, as well as the lucky item that we've been holding on to for forever in, right here, Special Charm. And we do have at least a... Spirits are in good fortune. They're not super happy, but they're decently happy, so we might have a little bit of luck on our side. Wait. Aha! I see you over there. Nope, no dice. Alright, well, we'll keep trying. I'm impressed I caught that, honestly. At first I was like, oh, that's just my imagination. Iron ore. There's a fair bit of it, but not enough. So I think this also has, yeah, it has a chance to immediately cause another spot to appear, so... If I find one, I'm going to quickly scope out and make sure I don't miss that. Any excess to throw away? Yeah, just a common. Alright, I'll take it. Or 2 commons. How much is that even worth? Yeah, 160. Not much. Yeah, I think I will just go ahead and cut to whenever I'm going to warp back. And if I don't find it, then I don't. And if I do, then you'll see me panning it up right about now. Hey, there it is. Fossilized tail. I got it right at 1150. That was the very next thing, so there's no additional things that you missed me panning up. Which means now... It might be getting late, but you know what? There's always time to finish a quest. We did it! Now this is a truly fascinating piece of natural history. Thank you. And would you look at that? With this donation, we've got another full set piece completed. I've got a little something for you behind the counter, but we've got everything done now. And yeah, that was a weird-looking creature right there. Has no neck. Wow. Look how far we've come. The collection looks fantastic, and it's all thanks to you, Delta. Kitty face. Here's a way of saying thanks. I want to teach you something. Learned how to craft ostrich incubator. This device will allow you to raise ostriches back home. Just place the incubator in a barn, place an ostrich egg inside, and wait. Getting your hands on an ostrich egg is a different story, though. I'll leave that up to you. Well, now the real work begins. I'll be studying these bones for years to come. Farewell, Delta. Yep, that's it. Of course, there is also the reward of the 6 golden walnuts and also a banana sapling, so there's more to it. Be sure to grab those. But yes, we're done here. There's no more of that. It didn't take nearly as long as the museum did, and for that we'll be forever grateful. There's not really too terribly much to do now with that done. The big things we're doing is defeating more enemies in the volcano, blowing up more rocks. Well, yeah, defeating the enemies for Monster Quest, blowing up more rocks, and breaking open crates for the golden walnuts. Waiting for more things to be grown on the farm, which I probably shouldn't have grabbed those with the scythe. I probably should have done it by hand, because I don't know if that will affect it or not. And then also getting the secret notes, because there's at least one more secret note that we will need for the gold walnuts. So that is basically what we are down to at this point. I think I will go ahead and warp back, but no point in using the warp totem when I can just walk there and get to the obelisk, so I'll do that instead. This might have to be the last one for a bit here, though, because my voice is starting to go. Ah, good. The pineapple seeds are also ready. So we'll just drop those off. No, we'll drop them off right there. Anything I want to toss? We're already at one of these, so... yeah, that's basically it. We've already got some clay here, might as well. This. You know what, let's actually grow the banana sapling here. We can grow it on the island. We'll put it right here. Oh, you actually have to plant it on something like that, huh? Alright, we'll plant it here. That'll work just as well. Alright, let's go home. And we'll call it an early night by going to bed at 1:30 instead of 1:50, I guess. Oh, looks like the jelly's already done. And so too are we for the evening. We made back a little bit of that money I just spent on a bunch of starfruit. But hey, you've already seen what that's going to look like when it's fully matured. It's going to be worth quite a bit of money. So that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and before my voice goes, next time on Stardew Valley, we will hopefully be getting a little bit closer to getting the remainder of the secret notes and the stuff in the volcano in order to complete that. We've got the ability for an ostrich incubator, but no ostrich egg, so we'll have to find that somewhere. The bananas are growing, the mangoes are going to be growing as well, because that's what that object is, and then these we still have yet to see on our collection. So we're nearly done with that. We'll keep building up a friendship with Leo. We can use our golden walnuts and actually get some more things, so I need to do that as well. For now, though, I will see you all in the next one. Later!